Let's get physical. It's Jordan here, back in with this week's update and all the physical releases coming to the Switch, April the 22nd until the 25th. What have we got this week? Class of Heroes 1 and 2 is releasing physically this week. What a lovely little double pack of 2 games that were individual releases on the PSP. I was quite surprised to find out that these are JRPGs, because when I was at primary school, the only class hero we had was Liam, and his claim to fame was that he could piss so high he could urinate out of the window and into the playground. What a legend. Wonder what he's doing these days. I'm quite a fan of P-Cube and their games that they pump out, and I'm really happy to see they're doing this. Not that these are like essential JRPGs or anything, I'm just happy to have them on a modern system in an affordable package and looking great. I should have an impressions video over on Physical Paradise at some point if I haven't already. And our executive producer Issa has chosen this as their pick of the week. And if you want this or any of the retail releases in this episode, then please consider using the links in the description. You can purchase from VGP, a great way to support me because they have good prices and cheap Canadian money, cheap shipping, especially to the US, and even free worldwide shipping if you purchase over 8 Canadian buckages. And yeah, they have lots of good stuff over there. My preferred way to pick up retail releases. Plus, if you buy something with our link, then each week you will be put into a draw to win a $10 discount coupon. And this week's winner is Peter DV. Congratulations, Peter. You should get an email from VGP if you haven't already with your discount coupon. Thank you so much for your support. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Sweep the Board is the latest Demon Slayer game, and nobody expected it to be a board game. I'm not sure I see where the crossover of anime and party game fan is, but hey, any game that's a Mario Party game that isn't by Microids, yeah, I'm hoping it's pretty good. There needs to be more quality party games, and even though I have no means of playing them myself due to lack of friends, I can look on you all from a distance like a proud father or a pervert in a bush, one of those. And our executive producer JCross7776 has chosen this as his pick of the week. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Arcade Wrath of the Mutants is one of many TMNT games that's coming this year. I mean, what's happening? Is there like a new movie or a TV show or something? I have to admit, I was more of a Sharks on Roller Skates kind of kid. If those actually existed, my memory says they do exist, but you can never trust my memory. I had like hand-me-down toys from my cousin who was rich, and I got his rubber shark on roller skates thing. Anyways, back to our scheduled programming. This is a port of an arcade game, pretty old one, from Raw Thrills. You may remember they made the latest cruising game. It's bearing the name TMNT Arcade, which did annoy a lot of people back in the day because it's not the TMNT Arcade that they so craved, but now that's an option with the Konami collection, maybe people won't be so harsh on this. But it's published by Game Mill. Oh god. And our executive producer, Punky Dooster, he doesn't know what he's getting into. It's his pick of the week. Whisker Waters is releasing this week. This is a whiskery, watery game that we did have a small sponsorship for a couple of weeks back. I am very cheap, medium-sized publishers, just putting that out there. Very cheap, affordable. So yeah, I mean, it's a catfishing game, but they've added adventure and RPG-like mechanics to it, and it surprised me because when I saw the box art, I was expecting a little bit of shovelware, have to be honest, but the trailer makes it look pretty cool, all things considered. We need more cool fishing games in the world. Nah, actually, forget that. We just need more Sega Marine Fishing. Bring that back, Sega, okay? Sega Marine Fishing is the best fishing game ever made. And our executive producers, Instacritic, Parsnip Coffee, and Brent McLean have chosen this as their pick of the week, and they weren't sponsored to pick it. Lunar Lander Beyond. Hey, Lunar Lander was pretty cool. Now they brought it back and expanded it into a full game with like actual narrative and extra mission goals and stuff. It's looking pretty cool. Visually a bit basic, and I'm not sure it might be worth a physical release, but you know, I do have to commend Atari. They really seem to be bringing themselves back on track. Narita Boy is getting a retail release in Europe this week. You may remember that it was a pretty popular limited run release in North America a while back, so if you missed that, this is a good way to get this highly rated game. Although saying that, the limited run release isn't all that expensive to get, maybe their value for resellers is taking a good old dip. Good. There is a standard edition as well as a collector's edition. I'm not sure if VGP will have any more stock of it to, help North Americans out. They sold out pretty quickly, but I'll pop links down below just in case. And our executive producers, Alex M, Boombox, and Offphone have chosen this as their pick of the week. Alright, let's head into the low print releases. Scarlet Tower is one I am mildly involved in, just to get that out there. This is Premium Edition Games' latest release, and pre-orders open like right this second. Oh yeah. Scarlet Tower is one of those games that's going to be compared to Vampire Survivors, because it is, and it's definitely one of the best in the genre. What do we call this genre? Like, who names this stuff? I need to find out. It's not, I don't know what it is. It's like Vampire Survivors. Don't say Vampire Survivors like Souls like. That would be annoying. Give it a proper name. There are lots of different builds to play with, and the amount of content is really good here. Very satisfying to play. The game isn't out on the Switch at the minute, but it will be soon. You can pre-order the physical version right now with the links below. There is a standard edition, which is the best standard edition you'll get anywhere, as well as a retro edition, which includes a lovely box, as well as a soundtrack CD. And if you pre-order, you get yourself a nice dog tag, which is unique to each and every game. Go grab it with the links below. And our executive producer, Totally Grateful, has chosen this as his pick of the week. Strayed Lights is Limited Run's latest Switch release. This is an action-adventure game that's all about parrying your opponent's attacks by matching their color. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of fashion analogy in this one. You know how couples clash because, you know, their colors match up or something like that. I've heard that this is supposed to be a gorgeous game, but I think they were less ambitious on the Switch. Basic effects, you know, just keep it minimalistic in terms of presentation. Could be alright, I suppose. Pre-orders open on Friday. Alright, the imports, we are heading into Play Asia territory. If you want to import any of the games shown here, then please consider using the Play Asia links below. It's a fantastic way to support us, plus we can support you too. Yeah, if you click our link and try to buy something, you can also get 5% off with the code Jordan24. But please remember to click the link first, okay? That's how to support us. Library of Ruina is maybe the big import this week if you're one of those people who likes deck building RPGs. The game description says that this is a game about combat between guests and librarians, which is not fair. Never mess with a librarian, okay? They just need to waft their jacket one time, and the amount of moths that will come and attack you, you don't stand a chance. Apparently those who lose will be turned into books and added to the library. I wonder which book I would be. Probably a Switch collector's guide or something. Or anime babe appreciation book, something like that. This is a very highly rated game. It's supposed to be incredible for those who like this sort of gameplay. Just check out the Steam reviews, like it's overwhelmingly positive. The Japanese release does have English, but there's also an Asian version with an English cover that you may want to check out. Mom Hid My Game Collection is a quirky little game package, a very affordable import with 4 games on it. Mom Hid My Game 1 and 2, Hide and Dance, and My Brother Ate My Pudding. While I'm very interested in this cute release, I'm personally going to be waiting for the proper English localization. I can't be doing with mom hiding my game. I'm waiting for when my mum is gonna be hiding my game. Like, who's this American woman pretending to be my mom? It looks like a cool little release. It does have English. I know executive producer Cartoon Soren has chosen this as his pick of the week. El Shaddai Ascension to the Metatron HD Remaster is also going to be a decent import release. Maybe not as big as it would have been since Limited Run already put out pre-orders in North America. But if you missed that, the Japanese or Asian versions are a great way to go since they have English. And this is a cult classic action game that I should have a video about over on Physical Paradise, maybe. And I think it's going to be a popular one. A lot of people missed this on the 360 and PS3. I remember seeing it, but maybe it didn't stand out so much back in the day. But I think some people are starting to get a bit nostalgic for that era, like, you know, more simpler HD time. There's also a mini collector's edition available in Japan as well, and our executive producers Thorn Metal Lunar and God of Resin have chosen this as their pick of the week. Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is releasing in Japan this week, physically. Sadly, the Western physical release is slightly delayed by a month, but you can get this one if you want to get it a bit earlier. It has English, and I'll talk about this in more detail later when the Western release pops up. But damn, this is like my dream, a new Suikoden game, just not called Suikoden. I will be making a video about this game at some point somewhere, not sure if it'll be on this channel, on the Physical Paradise, or maybe even a bit more Jordan, I don't know. But yeah, if you want to grab this early Japanese version, now is the time to do so. And our executive producers Feig, Jennifer M, Precision Plague, Josh Foote, Vey, and Dane Wilkinson have chosen this as their pick of the week. Assault Suit Leynos 2 Saturn Tribute is releasing in Japan this week. Remember, this is a game I pushed a few times before because it was supposed to have English. But then recently the publisher said, sorry, we're not going to include English on the Japanese release because we want to save it for the Western physical. Absolutely pitiful and embarrassing behavior. Like, whoever decided this lives in a bubble. I mean, I'd get it if it hadn't been translated yet, but they are actively hacking it out of the game. And by hacking, I don't mean like hacking, I mean they're hacking at it with a meat cleaver. The work's already been done and they're doing it just to drive more Western sales. It's embarrassing, as though no one in Asia speaks English. Absolute morons. Japan is also getting these games. That game that helps you play the guitar, I don't think it has English, and it's probably a physical only game due to the controller that you need. And also, I don't know what's happening with Saga Emerald Beyond. There's no English on the Japanese release, and I haven't seen any pre-orders for a Western physical. I swear there used to be at some point, but they've like disappeared. That's a little worrying. I will keep you updated if I see anything else. Alright, let's jump into the community spotlight. Executive producer Thorn Metal Lunar sent in this photo with No Place Like Home, which is one of those games where I've done this so long I can't remember if I actually mentioned it in this series. I mean, it doesn't ring a bell, but it doesn't seem like something I'd miss. I don't know. Deep Devil sent in this photo with 2 collector's editions from PlayAsia, which were both going really cheap a few weeks back, unmissable prices, including the free shipping. Yeah, can't miss it. Executive producer Instacritic sent in this photo with some rather obscure stuff, as one would expect from those going for a full set. Animal Hospital, absolute banger. Executive producer Jennifer M also sent in 2 collector's editions from PlayAsia, this time including Sea Horizon, which is a decent game, but now I think you should just get Gordian Quest from Premium Edition Games instead. I wonder why. Executive producer Vei, my man in Japan, sent in this photo picking up the big prototype VN, which is now out of stock on PlayAsia, so they must not have gotten too many copies of that. Executive producer God of Resin sent in this photo picking up the Asian cover of Avery Attorney, which is a really nice game that anyone who likes quirky humor and adventure games, you'll enjoy it. Executive producer Feig sent in this photo picking up the VGP reprint of Langrisser 1 and 2. They still have some leftover stock, you know, the surplus from the pre-orders, so yeah, don't miss out. Shlomo sent in this photo with the absolute Chad Hercule Poirot. Who knew the portly Belgian detective looked more like Pierce Brosnan, a World War I James Bond? Executive producer Precision Plague sent in this photo with Catan, which is one of those games that had like a placeholder for like 2 years. I always saw it listed, but it actually finally came out. Turbo sent in this photo, which includes Aquato, which is a game I didn't mention here, mainly because it's Tesura and their release dates are less meaningful than a YouTuber apology, plus I just didn't fancy saying the name. Gimpler Da Happening is sent in this photo with some nice evergreen titles, including the legendary Agalos. Come on P-Cube, reprint it. Elijah L sent in this photo with some lovely orders from PlayAsia, including the often forgotten about Eternal Radiance. I like it, simple but enjoyable. Matt Well 1 sent in this photo, including the double pack of Revenant from Kemco and from Limited Run. Personally, I would say you might as well stick with the imports from Japan. Cheaper, more games, unless of course you prefer ESRB games, then, you know, fair enough. Executive producer Cartoon Soren sent in this photo, including the legendary cartridge edition of the Jungarian Hamster. It's on a cart, it has English, it's got a hamster. Why did PlayAsia never stock this one? Email them about it, come on. Alright, let's have a roundup. JB in my knot. The One. Bridget F. Andrew R. Robin H. Sieg. Kevin W. Theo. McLaren. Vast Neon. Ashura G. Radio to Rancid. Switchback. Kreselak. Starvey, Liger Zero, Mickey McFlynn, Mr. Matt Hobb. Alright, please send me your pictures on Twitter if you can, DM me, so what about game, or you can email it to us at switchwatchspotlight@gmail.com, and the Discord, the server link should be in the description. Please submit it in the submission section, and only send me one picture per week. If you send me more, I'll just choose one of them, and I won't even look at them, I'll just pick one of them, even if it's rubbish. Alright, thank you for watching. As always, thank you to my executive producers, Dane Wilkinson, God of Resin, Boombox, Brent McLean, Santa Tartaruga, Alexander Cato, J-Cross7776, Punkidusta, Cartoon Soren, Robotech, Z, Raven Knight, Thorn Metal Lunar, Parsnip Coffee Isa, They, Mental Traveler, Phone, Jennifer M, Instacritic, Precision Play, Katacha, Totally Grateful, Alex M, Feig, and Josh Foot. Thank you for your support. Plus you watching right now, if you watched all the way through, please leave me a turtle emoji in honor of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or a shark, a roller skating shark. I don't know. Have a good day.